All right, you can see the numbers increase from the 28 to 52. So later will be 89 cheetahs. And after that, we will try to study when we have time, maybe next year, relationship between cheetah and cetasika, or cheetah, cetasika, lupa. And then you have a big category on numbers. But for the basic, you all should know in detail all the small, like this 52. The cetasika, what are they? They are very small, but they are very profound. All right. So just for warm up, all right, the first group is the universal. Means that any cheetah that arise will arise with 7. So to warm up, I will ask any of the students, can you recite the 7 in Pali? Any audio? How about Lee, brother Lee? Can you try? Brother Lee.
Oh,
Yeah. Yes.
the first 7, is it?
Yes.
Fasa. The first one is Fasa, Vedana,
Vedana.
Sanya, Chetana, Ekakata, Jivintrindriya, and Manasikara.
Just now, did you say Panya? No, right?
And Sanya, the third one.
Sanya or Sanya. I heard like Panya. Okay, good. Thank you.
Yeah.
How about Vira Oi? Can you recite 7 of them in Pali?
Hasa, Vedana, Sanya, Citana, Ekagata, Jivitindriya, Manaskara.
Okay, in English, what is the meaning in English?
Contact.
Contact.
Sa is contact. Vedana,
Okay.
feeling.
Okay.
Sanya, perception. Citana,
Cetana, volition. Yes.
Ekagata, one point.
Ekata, mindfulness. Yes.
Jivitindriya, life faculty.
Life faculty.
Manaskara, attention.
Okay. How do you remember the Pali?
Right.
Do you remember the acronym or?
PESCEJM.
Okay, you are like me. Remember the first letter, okay?
P.
And then
Yes.
PVSCEJM. All right. And second group will be, I think today we'll go for second group. Second group will be Vitaka, Vichara, Adhimokkha, Viriya, Piti, Chanda. Actually, it's easier to remember. Vitaka, Vichara, Adhimokkha, Viriya, Piti, Chanda. It's only 6 of them. All right. So we will go for the notes. I hope you all print by yourself the lecture notes. Okay. Okay, so we already finished this one and we already go through the simile and example. Now, Vitaka, this is second group. This means that this one is not like earlier. Earlier 7 will arise with any of the chitta. This 7 will arise with sometime. Certain chitta, not all. Okay. So Vitaka, Vichara, Adhimokkha, Viriya, Piti, Chanda. So how to remember? You just remember like this, or if you want, you remember VVA, VPC. So if you can remember like this, VVA, VPC, all right? Vitaka, Vichara, Adhimokkha, Viriya, Piti, Chanda. So this one way to remember. Or if you don't like to remember, you can remember the English initial application, sustained application, decision, effort, pity, joy, wish, or just, right? Now, okay. Now, here, so earlier on last week, we already start to do the comparison between Manasikala and Vitaka. Manasikala is direct or turned to the object. Vitaka is put on the object. So these are very subtle. But if sometimes we are not clear about meaning, so I do recommend you look for another book. We call it the Abhidhamma, the handbook. I also put online already. So go direct to the page about this. So it already, here is actually, it try to explain this one CMA, Comprehensive Manual of Abhidhamma, and then it try to explain the difference, okay? So you can see it explains what is ekagata. So if you are not satisfied with the answer from the CMA, Comprehensive Manual Abhidhamma, try for look for this one. Okay, so it's very nice. You can do lots of reading. This book is 3 volume. So this book is 445 here. So it's about 200 pages. Okay. So we look at the Manasikala. You will give the definition in Pali. Manasi means in the mind. Kala means making. So making in the mind means Manasikala. Right? It means turn the mind to the object. So you should, this is from the note from CMA, from the Comprehensive Manual Abhidhamma. So the Sayadaw Usilandana, this is his recording, his talk, which his student type out. He said it's very subtle according to him. So it's very amazing that Buddha could differentiate these mental states, because Manasikala and Vitaka, they look very similar to each other, all right? One Manasikala means direct or avert to the object, and Vitaka is put on the object. So these two seems very similar, but the function is that's why he said it's very difficult to know how they function, because they arise at the same time, but they have different functions. So there are a subtle difference between them. One direct to mind, another one put on the mind, but these are different. So Manasikala turns its committance, means Cetasika, means that those arise together towards the object, and Vitaka apply to the object. Okay, so if you have doubts, please look at this book. So I don't want to confuse you all. So I go back to my simple notes, because sometimes since you all are at the basic level, just look at something simple like this, easier for you. Okay, so Vitaka and Vichara. Initial application, sustained application. So put on the mind on the object. After you put on, and you need to keep it, even though these two might arise together. Now, comparison. I think some of you heard the comparison between Vitaka and Vichara. Anybody can remember? So I try to make this class, make it more interactive, because if not, you just listen to me, you might feel bored after a while. So anybody heard about similarity between Vitaka and Vichara? Vira or Brother Ko, those who studied before? Anybody?
Let Vera try first, or then I try.
Vira. Okay.
I confused. I've forgotten so long. Is it like the bees that hover
Yes.
the
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 bee
flower?
that the bee that hovers above flies, okay? The first one is the bees that flies to the flower. And then another one, Vichara is bees hovers above it. Above, okay? Over it or above it, okay? How to spell above? Forget it. Above, yeah, it, okay. Above the flowers. So you can see these two, there seems to have a very similar function. Okay, it's like things Vitaka put on, Vichala keep it. But in jhana factors, later you know, like first jhana, we have Vitaka, Vichara. So these two are happen together. They seems to be quite similar, but the function is slightly different. One you put on it, and another one you keep it. So the similar is like the bee flies to the flower, and then the bee hovers above the flowers. It's like one fly, another keep it at it for some time. So that's the meaning. Okay, so we are going to do some reading. So we go to this one, Comprehensive Manual of Abhidhamma, which you find in the Google Classroom. All right, now for these 6 of them, so let me go through Pali, because some of you have studied Pali, so you might be interested to know. Vitako, Vicharo, Adimoko, Viriyam, Piti, Chando, Chati, Cha Ime, Cetasika, Pakinaka Nama, Evam Ete Tirasa, Cetasika Anya Samanati Veditaba. And no worry, I will not ask in the exam this kind of question. I will ask only on my handout. It's not on this one, okay? Now, from this kind of pali, you can learn what is masculine, what is neuter, what is feminine. You can see those finished with all is all the masculine, right? Vitako, Vicharo, Adimoko. Viriam will be look like neuter to me. Piti is masculine. Chando is masculine. Yeah. Cetasika is plural here. Okay. Now, A1 in such way, ete, this, te is 3. Te rasa, rasa pun dasa. Te dasa means 13. Cetasika is anya samana. Occasionally should be known. So cha is this one. Cha ime. This 6. Cetasika should be known as pakinaka, occasional. Now, occasional means the example given here is actually said clearly, ethically variable factors. It's a very technical term here, but it actually means that it can be associated with kusala, akusala, means associated with wholesome, unwholesome. That's why it take the moral quality. If it follow the wholesome thing, it become wholesome. Follow the unwholesome, it become unwholesome. So that's the meaning of this ethically variable factors. Very technical here. Now, initial application, Vitaka. Especially when you learn jhana, you will see it's the first of the 5 jhana factors. It's same you explain here, application of the mind to the object is directing the mind, characteristic, function, strike, trash, manifest as leading the mind to the object. So it's like when you are doing meditation, you notice that there's one part of your mind that focus or put on the object. All right. So because if you are say direct to object, is we are talking more on the manasikala. So better we use the word. It's like leading the mind onto the object, or we just now we say put on the object. So for example, when you note the breathing or abdomen rising, falling, one part of the mind that is a cetasika is like put your mind onto the object. Okay, so that's the meaning. So the proximate cause is not mentioned in the commentary, but the object may be understood as the proximate cause. So now we are talking about vitaka is applied to all mind, some mind, not all the mind, all right? But here it is just simply apply the mind object. But when you are in a jhana factor, it is cultivated. So at that time it becomes strong. So it's called apana, absorption, right? So here is trying to explain from the jhana viewpoint. Okay. Another term for vitaka is called sankappa, right? So intention. Like micha sankappa means wrong intention, sama sankappa, right intention. So vitaka is second factor in the Noble Eightfold Path. Okay. So when we come to this kind of point, you can put especially this one, sankappa, something that more interesting, okay? Means that second Noble Path. So second path factor in a noble. I type here, but if you print out, you can just write yourself, okay? So we put something good. So it's part of the jhana factors we know already. So if you are talking about jhana factors, so it's the first jhana factors. Vitaka, Vichara, Piti, Sukha, Ekata, first jhana factors, okay? So we have the comparison study, the bees fly to flower and Vichara. Okay, now, so we look, yes?
This is Shini.
Yes,
Can I
Shini,
ask,
yes.
based on
Yeah.
the example of the bee, if you use the bee as the example, what is manasikara in that situation?
Manasikala, okay. Maybe the first instinct before the attention of bee towards the flower. It's not fly yet. Okay, it's not maybe not fly yet. So it's just turning, you know, when it's like us when you hear the sound, our mind turning to one direction, right? Or turning to the sound. It's like this. Okay.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
All right. So
Saiji. Saiji. Saiji.
Looks like hang already. Shilin, maybe I look at Manasikara as the bee saw the flower. Then easier to understand.
Okay. Thank you, brother.
So, brother, Manasikara happens first before the Vitaka.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a following process lah. Then it become Vichara.
Okay, thank you.
Unless Ioniso, then you don't pay attention, or you not wise attention, then you got distracted.
Yes, thank you. But in jhana factors, actually they arise together. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of sequence, then maybe that is a sequence lah.
Yeah, in terms of sequence, yes. Okay. Okay, so read us Brother Ko, you read the number 2. Okay. This one. Vichara.
Sustained application, Vichara.
Okay.
Vichara, also a jhana factor, has the characteristics of continued pressure on the object in the sense of examining it. Its function is sustained application of the associated mental phenomena to the object. It is manifest as the anchoring of those phenomena in the object. The object may be understood to be its approximate cause. The difference between Vitaka and Vichara has been discussed above, page 56.
Okay. So 56. Okay, we don't go to 56, but what we know is kind of like anchoring. It's like, it's very simple. So because this one is said by the Sayadaw Dr. Namdamala, it's very nice. You just put the mind and you just keep it. That's all. Just remember like this, put the mind and keep it means anchoring, like just now the words. Okay, the bees fly to a flower and it hovers above the flower. Okay, I think that's enough, unless you want to go for listen the jhana factor. So we just go to the next one, Adhimokkha. Means, yes, very cool.
On the Vitaka, if we say Sankappa as the second part, there is Sama Sankappa, right?
Yes.
So if Sama Sankappa, it has to be Sama Vitaka. Because Vitaka can be wholesome and unwholesome. Well, Sama
Yeah, but
Sankappa
yes.
has to be wholesome.
Yeah. Okay. So before the word Sama Sankappa, right?
Then what about the first jhana factor? Because
yeah,
it has to
first
be
jhana. First jhana factor is definitely Vitaka, Vichara, Piti, Sukha, Ekatata. Yeah.
But
Why?
Can that be what you call Micha Vitaka? Micha?
Yeah, but we are not talking about Micha Vitaka. We are talking about in terms of jhana factors. Okay, so this is, we call it the astronauts. Okay, it does not cover everything, just astronaut in terms of wholesome things, right? It's not talking about, yeah, we are not talking about unwholesome. We are talking about wholesome thing. All right.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Now, Adhimokkha means decision, determination, resolution. There are many translations, so we just remember the word Adhimokkha. Actually, the word mokkha from the moksha, if you learn the Sanskrit moksha, and if you know the Pali word, is to do with this to release. Like muchati, you all know the Pali word. Muchati is release. It just means that the mind is totally released on the object, all right, because it's to do with this Adhimokkha. Now, we look for the simile given here. Okay, Guihua, Mira, please read number 3.
Yeah, thank you, Saiji. Number 3, decision. Adhimokkha. The word adhimokkha means literally the releasing of the mind onto the object. Hence, it has been rendered decision or resolution. It has the characteristic of conviction. The function of not grouping and manifestation as decisiveness. Its proximate cause is a thing to be convinced about. It is compared to a stone pillar owing to its unshakable resolve regarding the object.
Okay. So it's decision, conviction. So it's everything is a good one. All right. Decisiveness. All right. So what is the simile given here? Stone pillar. Okay. So, right. So stone pillar. How about other example? Anybody can try? Anything that you can remember beside this one? Okay.
Can I try?
Okay. Yes,
Maybe maybe the bees sucking the nectar very hard, determined to get the nectar.
okay. So the bees stuck
Suck
at
the
the nectar.
The
Okay.
nectar, suck out the nectar.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. If you want to think about in this way, yeah. So the bees, what?
Suck.
How call it? No, not the word just now. Decide. Okay. Just now we have the word decisive, right?
Decide.
Conviction, decisive. All right. Convince. Okay. Maybe decided.
I think
Okay.
the
Fixed.
bee
Okay.
of this, that is honey.
Honey lah.
Bee, because
Okay.
they
Suck the honey.
didn't start,
Okay.
but it's sure that that is honey, then no need to.
Okay, suck the honey. Okay, use the word suck the honey. And anyway, we are trying to make this kind of we call it, the way I understand is that when we are talking about education, we are not just try to memorize everything, because now already most of you are, sorry to say, it's getting senior, so it's difficult for you to memorize everything, but we are more towards the understanding. So we are trying to use the simile for us to understand it, process it, you know. Like I read last night, I remember in my Pali class, I tell you all, if we can explain the ideas like this to a 7 years or to very, very young child. Okay, so if we can explain this to a young child, like we are trying to use all these similarities, mean that if the young child can understand the example, so means that we are successful. All right. So just now, who's a successful? Like, yeah, nectar. Okay. Yeah, nectar. All right. Yes. Okay. Honey is made of nectar, right? Yes.
I would think that Adhimoka, as a decision making, it would have been the bee already zooming on that flower. Rather, it was hovering. At first, it was
Okay.
flying to the flower, and then it was hovering over, and then Adhimoka has made a decision that
Okay.
that's the flower. And then Virya, all the effort goes into obtaining the nectar.
Okay. So we continue the story. Okay. Maybe I think that the bee suck the honey, we can put like this joy, you know, because it will be very happy sucking the honey, right? Okay.
Will you hear?
Yes.
This
Yes.
Adhimoka reminds me of the ascetic Gautama when he sat under the Bodhi tree and he said, I would not move from this tree,
All
and
right.
he did
Yes.
the earth
Yes.
mudra. So I'm not talking about the bees and the whatever, but it reminds me of the ascetic Gautama that he
Okay.
made
All
that
right.
determination.
Yes. So ascetic Gautama, yeah. Okay. So any example that you all can remember. So for you to know, he totally released the mind on the object. All right. So okay. Now, so I would think that maybe we put the bees sucking. This is talking the result of flying here to get the nectar. All right. Okay. So Xiu Hua want to say what? The bees
sorry.
choose and determine flowers suck the nectar. Okay.
And enjoy
All
the
right.
nectar is the pity, the joy one.
Okay. So maybe we say enjoy. All right. So enjoy. Okay. So you fly it, release it. Okay. Effort. Okay. So we think it maybe the bee decide. Okay. Maybe hover it and then fix on it. So the bee fix on it. Okay. So because we are talking about something decision, so the bee fix on that flower, not going to other flower. All right. Okay. Now we go for the Virya first. All right. So I think this is easy to understand. Vitaka Vichar may be a little bit difficult, but decision is easy. So it just means that you completely decide on it. Maybe like we are talking about a story about the bee will just fix on this flower, not going to any other flower. Now effort. Okay, next person. So call next person to read. Yeah, okay. All right. Bandi Aditya Sena. Bandi?
Oh, yes. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear? Can hear.
Energy, right?
Yes.
Okay. Energy Virya. Virya is the state or action of one who is vigorous. Its characteristic is supporting, exertion, and marshalling. Its function is to support its associated states. its manifestation is non-collapse. Its proximate cause is a sense of urgency, samvega, or ground for arousing energy. That is, anything that stirs one to vigorous action. Just as new timbers added to an old house prevent it from collapsing, or just as a strong reinforcement enables the king's army to defeat the enemy. So energy upholds and supports all the associated states and does not allow them to recede.
Okay, so what example should we give, Bande?
Just like the Sama Viriya.
Okay, so which one? So I mean just a normal example, not the Dhamma example, just like the one that we can understand. So now it says the strong enforcement. So what should we do it? Another words for this one? Strong reinforcement. Another army or more army. What else?
Just put more effort in anything we set our mind to.
Yeah, I know, but I need an example. Example?
Example.
Yeah, there's an example. You know?
Just
maybe
cultivate something that wholesome.
Maybe this one, new timber
Yeah.
add into the old house to prevent it collapsing, or strong reinforcement to an against. Okay, so this is example if you are talking about old house, you put new timbers, or if you have the king's army, we need the strong reinforcement. So beside that, these two, any other example, any other student can try? What is it, Viriya? So we have the sense of, let's say, what is the meaning of Viriya? Is a supporting, all right, marshalling, right? So it actually, the idea is supporting, it really, so we can just say is the idea is supporting, okay, supporting others. So like now Viriya, Vira, you know the meaning already, your name. Okay, so what is support? Like just now the timber, okay, the new timber support the old house, so timbers support house. We have to fly 100 times to produce 1 spoon of honey for human. Okay. All right. Thank you, Shua. Okay. So beside this B example, so effort means that, okay, we can think on. All right. So we just give it this timber example. Okay. Now PT means very easy. PT means joy. It refreshing the mind and body. So like, let's say if we are talking about the example B, the example enjoy the nectar happily. So the joy is there, or joyfully better. Yeah, no need already because enjoy the word joy already, right? So let's look at the PT. Here you always try to explain from jhana because you can see, of course, more obvious in jhana. Okay, next person. Shuhua, can you read? Gan Shuhua.
Zest or piti. Already
Yes.
introduced among the jhana factors, piti has the characteristic of endearing, sampiyayana. Its function is to refresh the mind and the body, or its function is to pervade, to thrill with rapture. It is manifested as elation. The mind and the body, nama rupa, is its proximate cause.
Okay, so this one is easy. We already say the bee enjoy the honey. Okay,
Yeah.
next one is a chanda. Okay, chanda means, is translated different, wish, jeer, desire to do. Sometimes when we use the word wish and jeer, it sounds like a good one. But sometimes we use the word desire, it sounds like quite unwholesome. So I think the right translation maybe wish is better, Yeah. Okay, now let's look for this one. Okay, next person. I'll call those who never read before. Qin Xie. I think your brother, right? Qin Xie. Can you read? Okay. Okay, if not, we go for next one. Cindy Yo.
Number 6, desire.
Yes.
Chanda. Chanda
Okay.
here means desire to act. Katu kamata, that is to perform an action or achieve some result. This kind of desire must be distinguished from desire in the reprehensible sense, that is, from loha, greed, and raga, and lust. Whereas the later terms are invariably unwholesome. Chanda is an ethically variable factor which, when conjoined with wholesome concomitants, can function as the virtuous desire to achieve a worthy goal. The characteristic of Chanda is desire to act. Its function is searching for an object. Its manifestation is need for an object, and that same object is its proximate cause. It should be regarded as the stretching forth of the mind, hand towards the object.
Okay, so the example here is stretching forth of the mind's hand towards the object. Now, this chanda is also, because this chanda, sometimes you might get confused with the lobha. Lobha is greed, raga is lust, okay? So these two, lobha and raga, is unwholesome. That's why I use the word reprehensible. Is a little bit, I think this English we don't use all the time. But this chanda, it actually, this one ethically variable factor, it means that there is some very simple. It follow, it happens in a wholesome state, it will be wholesome. In an unwholesome state, it will become unwholesome. So it means that it can be wholesome and unwholesome. And the word chanda explained as katu from the katum, infinitive, right? From those who learn Pali. Katum, kar plus tum. Okay, katum means to act. Kamata is the state of desire to act, right? So the example given here is very clearly the hand stretching towards the object. It's like the mind stretching, okay? Okay, now think about it. All right, so the example is like hand stretching out. Means that it wish to reach something. So when you have desire to do something, your mind is you are starting to, like, for example, when you have desire to learn the Dhamma, then you start to look for Dhamma talk or look for YouTube or Facebook. So the desire, you can say the desire is the one that really lead us towards do something, or good or bad in sense. Okay, now maybe let's go for the B story. Okay, now if you're talking about the B, let's go back to B. What is the one for the B? So is it the B desire? The B desire to drink honey. Okay, B desires. Okay, wish to find nectar. All right, nectar or honey. All right. So all these are very, sometimes they look quite little bit not so same. This is easy because they are look very different from the previous Vitaka and then the Manasikara. Anyway, there are 6 of them very easy. Vitaka, Vichara, Adhimokkha, Viriya, Piti, Chanda. So you just have to remember the Pali. So how to remember Pali? You just recite every day. Vitaka, Vichara, Adhimokkha, Viriya, Piti, Chanda. The early one will be Pasa, Sanya, Chetana, Ekagata, Jivita, Jivindriya, Manasikara. Okay, what is another one? Right, Ekagata, Jivindriya, and Manasikara. All right, so these are 7. So we finish the 7, which is universal, happen with all the chitta. And these 6, not all the chitta, only some of the chitta. Okay, associate with some of the chitta. That's why they call it particular. Pakinaka, the Pali word is Pakinaka. They don't appear in all the chitta, only some. So this Vitaka, Vichara, Adhimokkha, Viriya, Piti, Chanda. I'll say the Pali again, so for you all to get used to Pali. So you can think about like example like this, so easy for you. So we finished the, how many? The first group. 13, all right? Wait. I made some mistake here. So for you all have this page, second page, all right? you need to add on this word and the second page, all right? Anya samaya. So we finished the 13 means that the 7 plus 6. So kusala, akusala, and please add on the words and others. Okay. And sobana on this second page, please also write a change to this one. Beautiful chita sobana. Okay, including kusala chita. All right. Okay. So these two changes, please change in your handout. Yes, Badako. So we already finished 13 means 7 plus 6, you got 13. Then later today we go for 14. Then we will go for 25. So up together, 13, 14, 25, you got 52. Yes, Barco.
Can we say that the chanda as a goal, the peace goal, that means that
goal?
That means you're setting a goal, so that was the wish. Can it be that way?
Goal is normally we are talking about.
That means you have an aim.
Yeah, the aim, but this aim sounds like it's the end result. For example, I wish to achieve something. This something is my goal. So it sounds like end result, right?
Yes. It's
okay.
a final result.
Final one. Yeah, final one. Yeah, okay.
But
so,
even wish,
so,
yeah, it may not be so close, but I think there is a goal. That means because of the goal of wanting the honey, then they look
okay.
flower.
Yeah, okay. The goal to look for honey. Okay, okay, we just use the word wish. Wish easier to understand rather than the word goal. Okay. Yeah, because wish is simple. Wish can be good or bad. Like I wish to do this, good. I wish to do that is bad. All right. So there are 13. So far we only learn one tree. Okay, this 13. So if you look at these charts, okay. So this we call it the Anya Samana. They are wholesome, unwholesome. So the first one is 7. Phasa, Vedana, Sanya, Chetana, Ekagata, Jivita, Manasikala. Vichala, Adimoka, Virya, Chanda. So just memorize the Pali. All right. Just memorize Pali. And then after that, try to remember the English. After that, try to remember the function. Like Phasa means mental contact. Vedana means experience it. Sanya means making the mark. Chetana is like volition, motivation. One-pointedness means focus on it. Life faculty means maintain the life. Attention means direct the mind. So Vitaka, we already finished today. So just remember 13 in Abhidhamma-Cetasika. So later, today we will go for, now we finish the 13, next group will be 14, Akusala-Cetasika. So we got these 4, Akusala Sadharana means common, because it appear in all the Akusala Chitta. Any consciousness which is unwholesome, Akusala means unwholesome, they will have this Moha, Arika, Anuttapa, Udacha. So delusion, shamelessness, fearlessness, restlessness, these 4 appear to all the Akusala Chitta. Okay. And the remaining 10, so you have 4 here, then you got 10. 4 and 10, you got 14, right? So these 10 are called pakinaka, like this just occasionally or particular, only appear to some, okay? Not all. So loba, ditti, mana, dosa, isa, machariya, kukucha, tina, mida, vichikicha. So first thing when you learn Abhidhamma, try to memorize it. After memorize it, you try to go for understanding. All right. So loba, ditti, mana is one group here. That's why I put one color. Dosa, isa, machariya, kukucha is another group. Tina, mida, another group. Okay. Next one will be Vichikicha, another group. So if calculate like this, you got one common group is 4. These 4 are common to all the Akusala Chitta. And then you got 3 here is one group. 4 here is another group. 2 here is another group. So 1 another group, right? So totally how many group? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 group. Anyway, 4 plus 10, you got 14. Yeah, okay. So we go for Moha. These notes I get from this book, all right? The Fundamental of Abhidhamma. Because when this Sayadaw, he's teaching to the foreigners in my university, he made this book because he gave a Dhamma talk. Then the student, they write down, especially his student from Germany, all right, Sayadaw Dadanamala, and compiled by his student Aga Nyani, right? So this book is very simple compared to Comprehensive Manual of Abhidhamma. So you should try to learn from this book first, all right? So I copy most of the notes there, and I put the Chinese and put on some extra notes. So the Akusala Cetasika, I hope by now you're all familiar with the Pali. So because it's quite impossible, try to translate everything into English. Akusala means unwholesome. Cetasika means mental factor, right? We have the word kusala. Kusala means wholesome. So when you put the A in front, it become an, okay? This A coming from where? If you learn the Pali coming from na, okay? Na become A, all right? A plus kusala. So akusala. We pronounce as akusala. We pronounce this one as one word. Akusala. Okay. We don't pronounce like aku salah. We don't pronounce this way. So if you pronounce like aku salah, is wrong. You should pronounce it aku salah. Aku salah. All right. Aku salah. Then cetasika. I know some of the British pronunciation might different, but it's cetasika. It's actually when we pronounce the Pali word, we pronounce like how we learn Malay. So for us in Malaysia it's not difficult. We pronounce like we pronounce Malay words. So moha, delusion, group, there are 4. Akusala cetasika. Now this is the translation. Immoral akusala. Mental state is cetasika. So instead of using the word immoral, because it sounds not nice, the best translation will be unwholesome. So unwholesome mental state is subdivided into 14 states. The first 4 is called sabba kusala. This is not kusala, it's sabba plus akusala. So if you have print out, please write yourself. Sabba plus akusala. Okay. Sabba plus akusala. Sabba means all. Akusala means unwholesome. So sadharana means common to all. So it's translated as unwholesome universal mental state, mental factors. Sabba, akusala become A and A become long A. So sabba akusala, sadharana. They are delusion, moha, ahiraka, shamelessness, anutapa, fearlessness of wrong, restlessness, udacha, exist in all the unwholesome consciousnesses. So the Pali word be akusala chitta. So all the akusala chitta, unwholesome consciousness will arise with these 4. Moha, ahirika, anutapa, udacha. Okay. So remember, I'll show you just now remember we are talking about these 4, right? So I go back to the chat just now. Okay, so this one. So this appear in all akusala chitta. Moha, ahirika, anutopa, udacha. So you just remember the Pali. M-A-A-U. Where is it? M-A-A-U. All right. So moha, ahirika, anutapa, udacha. Now we start with the moha. Moha. Moha is the root, okay? The root actually is in English, but the Pali is hetu, right? That's why you have the hetu pachayo, in the 24 pachayo condition. Of all the unwholesome states, it consults the real nature of things. For example, impermanence, suffering, non-self impurity, means that anicca, dukkha, anatta, and then the asubha, all right? and see things as the other way, as permanent, happy self, and this one. All right, so I'll write down Pali for those who are interested in Pali. Okay, so impermanent sufferings, non-self and self means is anicca, dukkha, anatta, asubha. Means that, but he sees the opposite way. He sees everything as permanently. So it's anicca, sukha, atta, and subha. You can see that's how we learn the Pali, all right, from the Dhamma. So means that moha, it conceals the real nature, and it makes somebody sees in opposite way. This why moha is translated as many translations. Sometimes we have the best one will be delusion. Sometimes we have the word ignorance also. But delusion should be the ignorance should be more on avijja. So delusion should be the best translation. Okay, so this one, these four, the first one is moha, appear in all the akusala chitta. Second one is called ahirika, not shameful to do evil. Then the next one is called, this one, ahirika anotapa, this number 2 and 3. Shamelessness and fearlessness, these two always arise together. So just ahirika anotapa always arise together. So one, ahirika means not shameful to do evil. But anotapa is not fearful of the evil result. So first one is ahirika means somebody not ashamed to do evil, and because they're evil, there will be result, right? Evil result. Then anutapa means not afraid of the evil result. So very easy. One is not afraid of the action, bad action. Another one is not afraid of the result. So ahirika, anutapa, these two are one pair. Then the fourth is udacha. Means that the mind, from the word Pali word udacha, right? Udacha, you can say udacha. Means that the Pali word ud and dar, to hold, to bear, exist. Means that exists or floats above the object. The mind cannot go. For example, when you are in meditation and you might know that your mind has lots of restlessness, basically your mind cannot go inside the meditation object. Either you're focusing on abdomen rising, falling, or breathing. Your mind seems to go away all the time. So because of restlessness, all right? So the mind is like cannot go inside, penetrate into object. It's opposite of ekagata. Ekagata means one-pointedness where your mind can focus on it. All right? So these four, moha, arika, anutapa, udacha. So later we try to find the simile and comparison. So let's go back to this book. So akusala, cetasika, unwholesome factor. Moho, ahirikam, anutapam, udacham, lopo, ditti, mano, doso, isa, machariyam, kukucham, tinam, midam, vichikicha, chati, chudasa. Chudasa. Chu is 4. Dasa is 10. So 4 and plus 10, so 14. Ime, this cetasika, akusala, unwholesome, nama, term, they are called. Nama is like the Malay word nama means called, name. They are called akusala. So you can see which is the masculine with the O, right? This one should be neuter, 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 neuter. DT should be feminine, all right? Isa, because of long A, you notice that it's a feminine in Pali, okay? Some of the rest should be neuter, all right? So traditionally, for those learn this Abhidhamma Sangaha, they memorize the Pali like this. Okay, but for your all diploma, you don't need to memorize all the whole sentence. You just need to memorize the individual terms only. Okay, now we are going to read one by one. Okay, so it's very interesting to read. So I'll call those who never read before. Evelyn Wong. Evelyn Wong, can you read?
Delusion, moha. Moha is
Yes.
a synonym for avijja. Ignorance. Its characteristic is mental blindness or unknowing. Anana. Anyana. Its function is non-penetration or concealment of the real nature of the object. It is manifested as the absence of right understanding or as mental darkness. Its proximate cause is unwise attention. Anyoniso manasikara, it should be seen as the root of all that is unwholesome.
Okay, can you find any simile here? Any example given?
Simile.
Try.
Delusion, very hard to find simile.
Yeah,
So the
this one.
mind is the mind darkness.
Yeah, darkness. Okay. Yeah. The one example given, darkness, is actually very nice. There's another example means the curtain, curtain like covering the view, you know. The view. Okay. It's like, why is it like darkness? Because when the darkness is there, there is no light. Light is compared with the wisdom, right? So the light means with the wisdom, with wisdom around, you can see things clearly. So moha is darkness. When it's dark, even though things are in front of you, whether you got pen and pencil, you cannot see it because it's like covering everything. It's so dark. So that's the purpose of moha, delusion. Okay, now next one. Shamelessness and fearlessness. Ahire kala anotapa. Okay, so next, we can read this. Yeah, these two are together. So next person. So Amy Yap. Okay, Amy Yap, can you read this one? Amy Yap. Okay, if no, yes.
Shamelessness, ahirika, and fearlessness of wrongdoing.
Okay.
Antopa. The characteristic of shamelessness is the absence of disgust at bodily and verbal misconduct. The characteristic of fearlessness of wrongdoing or moral recklessness is absence of dread on account of such misconduct. Both have the function of doing evil things. Their manifests are not shrinking away from evil. The proximate cause is a lack of respect for self and lack of respect for others, respectively. Restlessness. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we stop here. Okay, thank you. Can you find any simile? It's not given here. All right. Shameless and fearlessness. But this fearlessness is not good. Fearlessness of wrongdoing. Okay, so or wrongdoing. Yeah, better use the word wrongdoing. Okay. So anybody can give an example for these two? One means that one is shame, not shameful to do evil. Another one not afraid of the evil result. Okay, so this is more talking about action. All right, and this is talking about more on the result of the evil action. Brother Ko, do you remember any simile? Yeah, can I remember?
Offhand, I can't remember.
Yeah, I remember there's something. What village pig is something eating something, right? I can remember. Yeah.
Yeah, there is a pig. Yeah, pig rolling.
Yeah, pig rolling in the village and eating the dirty things.
The dung.
Yeah, dung. Don't say the pig, like even the dogs. I see the dogs also eating the dungs and so on. Okay. So so we leave it. Restlessness is actually quite interesting to read. Yeah. Okay, next person. Yeah.
The fearlessness is like the moth attracted by the fire, as a moth
Fearlessness
of the fire. Anotapa.
Shameless or fearless? Which one?
Absent of fearlessness.
Okay, it's a moth flying to the fire.
As a moth of a fire.
Okay, oil lamp or fire, something like that. Maybe lamp. Okay. Then the shamelessness is what?
Shamelessness, like you say, the pig one, the village pig.
Oh yeah, pig. Okay, why they say village pig? Even city pig also same. Pig eating dung.
Peas.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Now, okay. Thank you. Now we go for the restlessness. All right. Next person. Okay. LH go. Okay. LH go. Can read or not?
Restlessness,
Yes.
restlessness or agitation has the characteristic of disquietude, like water whipped up by the wind. Its function is to make the mind unsteady, as wind makes a banner ripple. It is manifested as turmoil. Its proximate cause is unwise attention to mental disquiet.
Okay. Can you find any simile here?
Uh, water whipped up by the wind.
Okay, this is very nice. Okay, water be out by the wind. Okay, so it means that the water is very restless, right? Yeah, it's not the water is not stable. It's keep on moving around. Even like don't say the wind, even like tsunami or anything that cause the motion, the water is like moving up and down, moving up and down. I think I like is another one. This one, the banner ripple, because when we see the banner, it's like moving around, restless. How you call it? How you shaking is it shaking banner or something like that? Something like that. Is that another word? Okay. And then the banner is like moving around. Okay. So
Flapping.
now.
Flapping. Flapping.
Flapping?
Flap.
Oh,
Flapping.
flapping. Okay, okay, good. Flapping. All right. Okay, good. So moha is darkness. Very easy. I think I like the darkness very well because when you settle down, you cannot see things because light is explained as light of wisdom. That's why we have the word light of wisdom. So opposite of wisdom will be moha. So moha is darkness because when you got things, once the room is very dark, you cannot see anything. And then
Can we say it's mental blindness or not?
also can, yeah, right. Okay. Brightness also, yeah. There's also another one. Brightness also good. Because brightness means like darkness. Cannot see anything. Mental brightness. A murderer not afraid of jail result. Okay, okay. Okay, so we just so we have these two. So moha ahirika anutopa utacha. So you have to remember this four. Moha ahirika anutopa utacha. So these four arises with all the akusala chitta. Okay, but how many akusala chitta? For those learned before.
12.
Okay, 12, right. So 12 of them. Okay, now the next group is greedy. Greed group, loba group. How many of them? 3 of them. So that's why you remember I put my charts as okay. So you have to remember this one. 4, you got 4 and you got 3. So 4 and 3. So not all the time, not all the akusala chitta will have this. Only when the mind is greedy. When the mind is greedy, it will arise with these 3. When the mind hatred, it will arise with the hatred group, the red color. When the mind have a sleepy or unwilling, then there will be sloth and torpor. All right. So we are looking at the greedy. So when the mind is greedy, we have the lobha, ditthi, mana. Lobha, ditthi, mana. All right. Lobha, ditthi, mana. So you just have to remember the Pali like this. Here is assuming you learn some chitta, all right? So anyway, we will go, when we go to chitta, we will still maybe come back here. So it had 3 of them. We call it the Lobha group. The Lobha group or greed group. Lobha, ditthi, mana, greed, wrong view, conceit belong to the greed group because they only associate when the mind is greedy state. So the lobha is common to all lobha mula chitta. So when we learn the chitta, you will learn these 8 of them. We call it attachment. Lobha is a attachment. Mula is a rooted. Chitta is chitta consciousness. All right, 8. And ditthi, wrong view, only in the consciousness associate with wrong view. So there are only 4 of them. So when you learn the chitta, you will come back here. So ditti, sambayutta, chitta. Mana is only those disassociate with the wrong view. So ditti, vipayutta, chitta. Okay, this one, when you learn the chitta, you will more clear about this. So we just leave it. So now the word loba means greed. When we say greed means it grabs, it holds on the object. So that's the first definition. Where you say loba means sometimes we use the word greed, but there's also another translation. You can use the word attachment also. Can. Loba means greed. From the Pali, if you want to know the root, will be LU-BH, loop. Okay, loop become loba. Now dikti, the first one is loba. The second one is called dikti on the word dis and ti. Dis and dikti means you see things because the root is this. But so that's why we had to explain from the word seeing. But you see things in the wrong way, not the right way. All right. So this is so I better put numbers. The first one is loba. The second one is a dikti. The third one is mana. So you have these 3, loba, dikti, mana. So these 3 in this Greek group. Now loba, dikti, mana. Mana means conceit. All right. Okay, now. Right. So let me copy this one first. Okay. So before we go further, maybe we look at this example here. Okay, now we read some more here. Okay, next person to read. Ho, yeah, Ho you can read. Ho, Sister Ho. This one is coming from the book, okay? The reference book is not in the note. I don't want to copy in the note because there are many things. So basically, you just need to download or you buy the comprehensive manual of Abhidhamma, right? So my notes will not cover this. It's reference book. Sister Ho, are you able to read?
Greed, yeah.
Yeah, read, yes.
Greed,
yeah.
Greed, the first unwholesome root, cover all degree of selfish desire, wronging, attachment, and clinging. Its characteristic is grabbing on an object. Its function is sticking as meat stick to a hot pan. It is manifested as not giving up. Its proximate cause is seeing enjoyment in things that lead to bondage.
Okay, so the example given, the meat sticking to the hot pan, right? So let's us try to put the example here. Okay, now the word greed. So just now you also explained that there are many kind of like, sometimes you use the word longing, but I think the word attachment should be best, all right? Attachment is good. Greed or attachment. Clinging is another Pali word, upadana. Here is talking about, it can be a very small one like desire, or to very strong one. When the greed become very strong, it become clinging. So the characteristic is grasping. You just hold on the things, all right? So it's like function is sticking. It's like the meat sticks to the hot pan, all right? So, okay, now somebody try to give example. Suitable example, all right? Somebody, anybody, try. Loba look like what?
How about magnet being attached to the metal?
Oh, that one, huh?
Magnet.
Okay, so the meat sticks to the hot pan. If you're talking about meat, means beside the meat or anything is also can, right? So any food, or is it only meat? Vegetable cannot stick. Yeah? How about vegetable? Because I don't cook meat, ma. So I also not sure about why the meat cooked to the hot pans. Okay, I think the next example, you all remember the story about the monkey, right? So how do they catch the monkey? Anybody? They put the what? They put the coconut shell and then they put the monkey something what glue. Then when the monkey very greedy, he will try to catch hold of the things inside the coconut shell, something like that. All right. So as long as it has the idea of sticky, or maybe I think grit, instead of this example, I'll use the word glue, normal glue or super glue or whatever. Maybe super glue is better if you want it to be more stronger, super glue. Okay, now Dicky, wrong view.
Sorry, Sayaji, I think the sister just now was using magnet as the example.
Magnet. Okay, magnet. Okay, magnet. Okay. Magnet to what? Magnet stick to what? To what? Iron or steel? Steel, right? Stuck. Should be stuck, yeah. Okay, all right. So okay, this magnet or the example given, the mix sticks to the hot pot or super glue. Okay, now let's go for wrong view. And I think somebody read the 6 and 7. These two are very short. All right. So Jacqueline, is it your name? Are you able to read? Okay. We go for Jet Chow. Jet, can you read? Next one. 6 and 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wrong view, Titi. Titi here means seeing wrongly. Its characteristic is unwise, unjustified interpretation of things. Its function is to pre-assume. It is manifested as a wrong interpretation or belief. Its proximate cause is unwillingness to see the noble ones, area, and so on. Number 7, conceit mana. Conceit has the characteristic of emptiness. Its function is self-absorption.
Vân Triều, chính ở chỗ trên một.
I think Amy side have to turn off the mic. Okay, yeah, you can read.
Sorry.
Continue. Yeah, yes.
It is manifested as very glory. Its proximate cause is greed, dissociated from views. It should be regarded as madness.
Okay, madness. It's quite nice, madness. Okay, now wrong view. Okay, one is wrong view. So means that you see things in the wrong way. Very easy. Interpretation, like we see things, just simply use the word, it sees things in wrongly. All right. So normally we have a false belief and somebody not willing to see the proximate cause, means that the is a reason why it has wrong view. All right. And mana means self-exaltation. All right. Okay. It should be regarded as madness. All right. Now try to give something similar. All right. So wrong view. Now wrong view, I remember, is something nice. It's talking about, what is it? The color specs. Right? You have the spectators. It's not the transparent like this one, right? Because when you put the color specs, whatever you see is always, the view will not be correct. Because let's say if the red color, whatever you see become more red, it will not be pure like this. So color specs is a right example. And mana, okay? How about mana? Anybody want to give some example for the mana? Okay. I remember another example. It's talking about the also banner. Now, banner is when we have banner, like you can see the Buddhist flag or any national flag, or no banner, maybe the word flag. Yeah, flag is better. When you have the flag, you always must put on the top. Okay, when it's a country flag, you put on the top. Buddhist flag, you put on the top. So mana is like a flag. It's always very high up there. So you always look down at people, okay? Because you think that I'm the best, I'm the top. So everybody is lower than me. I'm the number one. So there's a one flat, always on the top. Okay, Jacqueline, yeah. Yeah. For the question the Jacqueline asked, yes, comprehensive manual of Abhidhamma by Bhikkhu Bodhi. Yeah, this book is used now. Okay, we are using this book. It's a reference book for this Abhidhamma course. That's why I say go to the Google Classroom, you can find the book. Right? Now the next one, only these two. Lobha Ditti Mana. Wait. Lobha Ditti Mana is the Lobha group. So later we go for Dasa group. I think this is very easy to answer. Lobha means greedy, sticky. Ditti means you see things in the wrong way. Mana means conceit. Okay, so we look for the terms again. Lobha means you grasp on things, stick to it. Ditti means you see things in the wrong way, like anicca, dukkha, anatta, you see it as a dukkha, sukha, and so on. Mana means conceit. Conceit means, what is a conceit? Conceit sometimes can be a good one. Like you conceit over your result is a good conceit. But sometimes conceit on your quality that you don't have is a bad conceit. All right, because now I'm doing the comprehensive, I'm doing the Abhidhamma in daily life, daily practice by Sayadaw Dr. Nandamala. He explained the conceit in three ways, like superior conceit, inferior conceit, and then the sama. Sama means a similar conceit. Okay, next one. Just who want to say something?
Sayaji Shinling.
Okay.
In the CMA, under the mana, it says its proximate cause is greed dissociated from views. What does it mean?
Oh, okay. This one is to do with the just now this one. All right. This one. This sentence. This one you will understand it when you learn the chitta. Okay. In the chitta, there are some consciousness. They are not associated with wrong view. They are disassociated with wrong view. All right. So we leave it under the chitta. Okay. We leave it chitta because cetasika and chitta arise. So some parts here, some points here is to do with chitta. So you only will understand when you learn the chitta. So we leave it when we come to chitta. Next time, next chapter will be chitta. We will come back to here again. Okay. So sometimes we just leave it. Okay. Now we go for next one. Dosa, four of them. Dosa, isa, machariya, kukucha. Now hatred or aversion, we call it dosa. All right. So therefore, dosa, isa, machariya, kukucha. Hatred, jealousy, avarice or stinginess, remorse are common. So these four means that any of the hatred consciousness will have these four, but not all of them, of course. Not all at some time. Basically, there will be dosa, right? This didn't give extra example, but dosa will be common to all. Isa is when you're jealous, there is isa. If you're not jealous, there will not be isa. And then if you are stingy, when you're stingy, there will not be jealous. When you have remorse, then there will not be jealous or stinginess. So they arise according to circumstances. But these four are common to all the hatred-rooted consciousness. Okay. Now, we look for this one, and it's quite nice to read these four. How do I make it big? Well, I come here. Sorry, wrong place. Okay. All right. So somebody read 8 and 9. All right. So Jenny, how to pronounce your name? Jenny from Singapore. Can you read 8 and 9?
Yes, Sayaji. 8 is hatred, dosa. Dosa is the second unwholesome root, comprises all kinds and degrees of aversions, ill will, anger, irritations, annoyance, and animosity. Its characteristics is ferocity. Its function is to spread or to burn up its own supports. Example, the mind and body in which it arises. It is manifested as a persecuting, and its proximate cause is a ground for annoyance. Envy, Isa. Envy has the characteristics of being jealous of others' success. Its functions is to be dissatisfied with others' success. It is manifested as aversions towards that. Its proximate cause is other success.
Okay, now for the hatred, can you find one example? I think it's easy, right? Jay, how to pronounce your name? Jenny or Jen?
It's a silent Y, Jane.
Jane. Okay, okay, yeah. How about hatred? Can you find one example?
Hatred. Like ill will, anger.
Yeah, I mean any normal example? Simile?
Simile, hatred.
Yeah. Look for this one.
Burns out its own support.
Yeah, so burns out means what? Very easy. Fire. Fire. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Hatred will be. Okay, so let me go next one. Okay, fire. So because loving kindness is compared with water, because when somebody has loving kindness, their mind feel cool, peaceful. So opposite of loving kindness is hatred. Hatred is compared with fire because it burns. When you get anger, it burns yourself before it burns others. Because that's why they say like fire. Because when you have hatred, first you feel very your mind very uneasy, very strong, anger calm, and then after that your anger will convey to others. But before that, it burns yourself first. Okay. I think envy is difficult to explain. Okay. So envy, I think difficult to find example for envy. Okay, now 10 and 11. All right, next person on the Linda, skip Linda because her eyes not good. Brotherly, yes. Brotherly from KL, yes.
11, right?
Yeah.
The 10 avarice, Mataria, the characteristic of avarice or stinginess is concealing one's own success when it has been or can be obtained. Its function is not to bear sharing this with others. It is manifest as shrinking away from sharing and as meanness or sour feeling. Its proximate cause is one's own success. Worry, kukucha. Kukucha is worrying or remorse after having done wrong. Its characteristic is subsequent regret. Its function is to sorrow over what has and what has not been done. It is manifest as remorse. Its proximate cause is what has and what has not been done, the wrongs of commissions and omissions.
Okay, I think this one, even the avarice, macharia, stinginess, means that you not willing to share. The ticket is when you have something good, when have you got money or whatever, you are not willing to share others. Okay, so that's why I say shrinking away from sharing. You are not willing to, just very simple, just you are not willing to share your things. Jealous is when people have success, you feel jealous. This one average is different. Average means that you have some little bit success. You are not willing to share with it. So that's why they are different mode. They look quite same, but they are different mode. Worry is something you have done. After you done wrong, then you worry. But sometimes also, if you are not doing something yet, you might worry. So there are two types of worry. The first one is you do something bad, you worry. Second thing is if you have not done something, you might get worried. Okay. So I think this is not easy to find example. All right. So just jealous means just a simple thing. Jealous means that maybe I put here. Okay. So jealous. And then here, if you got space, you write on your paper. So jealous. Jealous over people's other success. Okay, it's not your success, others' success. I change to this form. Jealous means over success. Then this one. The stinginess means the macharya. Stinginess means not willing to share on your wants on whatever you have, like success or things you have. Now remorse are two, okay? Over things not done. Sometimes you have not done something, not done. Sometimes the word kukucha, they use the word remorse, but actually another translation is worry, all right? You worry about things not done. Sometimes you also worry about things that you have done, all right? So remorse over things done, that's better. Then worry over things not done. So it's better. Remorse on things that you have done badly. Worry about things that you're not done. For example, if you are in meditation and suddenly you forget to close your door, so things you're not done. Then when you sit down, your mind keep on telling you, oh, I must close the door, I must close the door, I must close the door. So it made you worry. Or sometimes maybe today you scold somebody. When you try to sit down or you're trying to do walking meditation, the remorse come, oh, I should not scold that person. I made some mistake. So all this is under the hatred or aversion group. So four of them, the strong one will be this dosa. Dosa will appear. Jealousy will appear when you got jealous, all right? Macharya, stinginess will appear when you have stinginess. They will not appear at some time. Kukucha, when you have remorse, it will appear, right? But these are under the dosa group. So we have the loba group, 3. Dosa group, 4. All right? So remember all the numbers. That's why they say Abhidhamma 4 numbers. I mean, if you love numbers, because sometimes I also don't like so much numbers. So these 4, the akusala, sadharana, moha, arika, anuttapa, udacha, these 4 appear with all the akusala. So this loba, ditthi, mana, these 3 appear only with the greedy group. So just now these 4 only appear in the dosa group, the mind, anger mind, or in the jealousy mind, when the stingy mind, and then with the worry or remorse. Okay, so try to write all the possible English. Yeah, and then we have these 2. After this, we will finish. Okay, tina, mida, and doubts. Tina mida is very easy. It's talking about sometimes lazy mind or sleepy mind, or sometimes maybe you are not willing to do something. So at that time, the tina mida, stove and topper appear. Doubts is very easy. When you have doubts, then the doubts come. That's all. So okay. This one, when you learn the chitta, you will learn this sasankalika. Okay, so we skip it. So anyway, doubts is only one consciousness that is accompanied with doubt. All right, so we skip some numbers here and some facts. So we just go and read this one. All right, so this book, if you can buy it, it's not more in sale. It's, I think Suki Hoto maybe they still have, but last time it's published by the Selangor Vipassana Center. So because my student learn Abhidhamma from me, also from some other teacher for many years, so they've been collecting all the books. So no more from the Selangor Vipassana Center, no more book already. So you can buy it from Amazon. So if you want cheaper, you can buy second hand or those it's still considered quite good, can quite good. You can buy it from Amazon, they can send here also. Or if you want, you just print out yourself. All right. So okay, let's read the 12 and 13. Okay, this is difficult to read. Okay, next person. Mary and read this one, 12 and 13. Mary Ann? Okay. Are you able to read? Okay. All right. So Mary. Okay. Michael, can you read? Michael?
Yes, yeah, teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Slothina. Sloth is a sluggishness or dullness of mind. It is a characteristic is lack of driving power. Its function is to dispel energy. It is manifest as a sinking of the mind. It is proximate cause is unwise attention to boredom, drowsiness, and etc. Number 13, torpor, Mida. Torpor is the morbid states of mental factors. Its characteristic is unwillingness. Its function is to smoother. It is manifest as dropping or nobbing as sleepiness. It is proximate cause is the same as that of sloth. Sloth and torpor always occur in conjunction and are opposed to energy. Viriya. Sloth is identified as sickness of consciousness. Chitta Jilena. Torpor as sickness of mental factor. Kaya Gilananta.
Gilanya.
Gilanya.
Okay. So yeah, please continue. Yeah.
As
a pair.
As a pair, they constitute one of the 5 hindrances which is overcome by initial application, vitaka.
Okay. So this the one that you face in meditation. All right. So 5 hindrances. Remember 5 hindrances? You have sleepy mind, sloth and torpor, worry, and restless. Just now we see the worry already. And then the sensual desire, ill will. All right. So sloth and torpor very simple. We just say the sleepy mind. Okay. Nodding mind. So when your mind feels sleepy, means these two are very strong. Sluggish mind means that your mind does not have power. Sometimes you use the word lazy mind, very easy. Lazy mind, sleepy mind, what else? Right? So here is more technical. So it's considered as a sloth is a chitta gelanya. Torpor is kaya. This kaya is not the body kaya. It's talking about kaya means collection. Collection means the mental factor, cetasika. All right, so this is just a little bit technical. But just remember the sloth and torpor is together. So tina mida is one pair. Right, so we can just put sloth and torpor, tina mida is one pair. So what we see them is, where is it? Lazy mind. Lazy or dullness or sleepy. So they are very easy to recognize. They are opposite of energy or effort. Okay. So when you don't have effort, this means that they come already. They are very lazy. Sometimes you feel you don't want to do something, your mind is like this. But when we learn the chitta, is considered as to do with sasakarika, with the prompted mind, means that you don't have the initiative to do something. Okay. So when we learn chitta, we come back to here again. So next one. Yeah, okay, we're going to finish here. Next person, MK Yong. Okay, MK Yong. Yeah, bowling mind also. MK Yong.
Hello, okay. I try.
Yes, yes.
Okay, doubt. Vichi Chikcha. Doubt here signifies spiritual doubt from a Buddhist perspective. The inability to place confidence in the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha, and the training. Its characteristic is doubting its function is to whether it is manifested as indecisiveness and as taking various sides. Its approximate cause is unwise attention.
Okay, thank you. All right. Here is not the normal doubts, okay? It's not the doubt like, oh, I want to buy something, I want to buy that one, but it's to do with spiritual doubt. So like, for example, somebody not believe in Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. Training here might like 5 precept training or monks training or so on. So you can see as waiver. It's like, where is it? It's opposite from the just now the Adhimokkha. Adhimokkha means decisive. This is not decisive. You cannot decide on something, right? It's a proximate cause means that what causes unwise attention. So this is easy to write. So any remember? Brother Ko, can you remember what is a Vichikicha? The road, right? The what? Come to the what is it? What cross? What you call it? The road that
Crossroad.
fork,
Junction.
fork road or a junction. So at that time, the person doesn't know whether should he turn to the left or should he turn to the right. So the mind is not making any decision. All right. Okay, so let me see. The worry is, remember there's one example about worry, where the mind is like, worry is very easy. The mind is not settled down. Crossroad, yeah. Fork road or crossroad, yeah. Crossroad, yeah. So another one, sleepy, also very easy. Boring mind, yeah. Slow stopper also boring mind. Very easy to remember. Boring mind, slow stopper, doubts is means a junction. Worry, I think I remember this one example where the mind is like, what call it, yeah? Unsettled. Okay, never mind, just leave it.
Can it be regret, kukucha also?
Worry or remorse. Remorse. Regret actually is a little bit strong words, yeah. They use the word remorse, yeah.
It's
Rocking chair. Yeah. Rocking chair is yeah, maybe not good. This is better, okay? All right, so next time when you come across it, so if you can remember any example, we can use, all right? So today we finished here. The next week we'll go for this one. This one is 25, but actually it's very easy to us to know. All right. Okay, so I made some typo mistake. So if you print out, so change it to not kusala, change it to sobana, okay? So for those who print out, change it to sobana, not kusala only. So it's all the sobana chitta, 59. All right, so today we already learned how many? This only few pages, but it's very profound. All right, so next week we'll go for this one. Hopefully we can finish all. So today we learned 7 and 6, 13 and 14. So we learned 27 already. Okay. Now, this 27, I think by now you all start to understand what is Abhidhamma. Jet is Jet, you learned Abhidhamma before, right, Jet? Jet Chow?
Yeah, yes. But
okay.
not in that, yes.
But this one is easy for you, right?
Yes, because I'm practicing it in meditation. I see it.
Yeah. We have to see it in meditation because this is Cetasika. Cetasika appear. Yeah. Yes.
You can see the characteristic, the manifestation, how it comes. The proximate cause, then the like you were teaching it,
Okay. So if you want to learn detail, like Jade say, you have to go to this book or the what. All this book will explain to you in 4 ways, all right? First, characteristic, function, manifestation, proximate cause. So there's 4 ways to explain all the Cetasika. But in meditation, you don't have time going to see all this. Whatever appear in your mind, you should know it. When you have doubts, you should not doubt. Okay. When you have worry, you should not as worry. When you have hatred, you not as hatred. So it's Chittanupassana, means whatever come, you should not edit this. No need to questions, because the moment you put the book knowledge, your mind is actually not on the at that moment. But all this you should learn in advance, like now. So then you should try to apply in your meditation, because ultimately Abhidhamma give you facts, but meditation will teach you how to see, how to apply the facts for us to let go, maybe say some greed, some hatred, some delusion. Of course, ultimately, if you can let go all this greed, hatred, delusion, that's the best lah. But if not, you can start with the steps, small step, or letting go. All right, remember the Buddha teaching is avoid evil, do good, purify the mind. So try to go for first step, avoid evil and do more good. And after that, you can purify the mind slowly and slowly. Okay, so we already 1.5 hours. So thank you for joining me in. Any last question? If not, I will stop here. We do a very brief sharing of minutes. Any last question?
Saji. Aditya Sena
Yes.
here.
Yes.
Just now, Saji, you say about the mana got 3 types, right? So where
Okay.
can I refer this for further reading?
Actually, I prepared one book. Yeah, but the book is not finished yet. So maybe I just share with you the page later. All right.
Okay,
There
thank
are
you.
actually mana, there are 3 types. One is called superior mana, one is called inferior mana, one is called the samadisa means equality. Superior mana means that you think that I'm better than you, or I'm better than others, so called superior, the sense of superiority. Inferior mana means that even somebody take pride of being inferior to others. They will say, oh, I'm poorer than you, but he still kind of like the story. Now I'm doing the book, the Abhidhamma in the practice. The Sayadaw say a very good example. He said even a beggar, they have the inferiority mana, because when they become beggar, they say, I don't want to work. Even somebody give them money, you go and work for me, I will pay you money. Then they say, I don't want to work because I'm beggar. Beggar cannot work. Okay. They also got this inferior mana. The another one, sadisa mana, means similar. Similar means that I'm similar to you in terms of education, look, or whatever. I still have mana. Okay. So let me just show you the sharing of merits page. Okay. So tomorrow we will do some meditation, some discussion meditation. Maybe we do, after that we do maybe 10 minutes or 20 minutes of sitting down and meditate. All right, tomorrow, 4:30.